saw it.
Got it.
All right, you ready? All right, so look guys, I want to go over just some deli hiva, reverse deli hiva, and a little bit of the matrix, and teaching yourself to put those hooks in and how to kind of utilize your opponent's base, because I see a lot of people do these techniques and they just stay in the same spot and they don't actually try to offset their opponent's base. And it doesn't matter, like knowing the entire technique, right, all the way through doesn't matter if you're failing at the beginning steps and not actually getting the right steps to set the move into motion, okay? So Sonia will stand up, please. All right, so everybody understands, like, we have the deli hiva, all right? The biggest problem that everybody makes with the deli hiva is they put the deli hiva hook in by just setting it, okay? And that's not gonna work, because if she puts any pressure down on my leg, she's gonna smash the leg. So when I set my deli hiva in, I make a habit of kicking the leg so it straightens her knee, right? Here. Then my hook straightens through, okay? That way, if you notice, my toes are coming more around her leg, so it has more of a bite. So now when she pushes down, she can't just push the toes off, okay? It's really important that I'm taking this hook and I'm trying to lift and pull her to me, all right? That way her weight's coming off balance, okay? So when I decide to throw in the deli hiva hook, it's going here, look. Stomp, hook, pull, okay? So stomp, hook, pull. So she comes back, right? These are all drills that anytime you're using an active open guard, you should right off the bat be making your opponent have to automatically base, whatever that way is. So I don't want to just throw the deli hiva in and then do this, because you're giving your opponent time to start smashing your hooks, to start passing your guard, all right? So when I'm here, as soon as I stomp and I put this in, I'm pushing her forward, right? And now I can actually start to utilize that active guard. So this is how I do my deli hivas. I'm gonna put the hook in, right? Stomp, put the hook in at the same time of grabbing whatever I'm gonna grab. Okay, I'm gonna grab the sleeve, the collar, over here, right? It just depends on what I wanna do. But the mechanics are the same. We have to either offset her base this way or this way. Okay, so when I throw this hook in and I sit up, it's here. Then she comes back, right? And then I throw it in here. And that's how I'm getting that leverage for my opponent, all right? So that's how I set up my deli hiva, okay? Now, with my reverse deli hiva, again, it's active and it's drilling, okay? So if her legs are a little bit wide here like this, right? I'm blocking her knee from coming forward. It's really important that I stop my opponent from having a forward motion constantly running me down where I'm constantly having to regard, okay? So I block the forward movement and then I switch and I pull behind the knee. Now, my right butt cheek, because I'm sitting on this leg, has to dive to her opposite foot, if you notice, okay? So I don't want to be setting it up and sitting like this. If I'm squared up with her, all right, I'm pulling myself in my butt here, right away, okay? And my toes are automatically, just like the deli hiva, coming around, okay? And my foot will typically come on here, but this is pulling her forward, okay? So when I actively shoot this position, again, I want to get at least 60% under her before I worry about anything, okay? So when I shoot this and this, okay, this hand, like this, okay, is going to come under here and it should lock together, okay? I'll do it in slow motion first. So I'm going to sit my butt to the side. This hand is going to come under here and grab, so her leg should be stuck. She shouldn't be able to just pull her leg out, right? This motion swings, and then it comes where I lock the knee behind, here, this hand, and then it swims in, and then it kicks her out. Okay, so that's the basic slow motion of this. But the most important is, I don't want to get smashed, and I don't want to have my opponent pass my guard. So I want to make sure that I'm throwing myself under as quick as possible. So when I frame on the knee to stop the motion, as soon as I let go of that, I come behind the knee, I pull myself under and I drag right under so that I can at least get to this. Because if I can get here, I can work really easily on getting to the back. Okay, whether that's swimming this leg in, grabbing the belt, kicking the legs out, okay, and then going to seatbelt. So, but I have to make sure that I'm going under my opponent as quick as possible, and I'm not hesitating and then getting smashed. If you do end up getting smashed, which a lot of people are going to do when you start drilling new things, okay, you have to figure out the mechanics on how to continue doing whatever you want to do. And that's why you have to keep drilling and learning new techniques. So a big mistake that I see a lot of people do, okay, is one, they hesitate and they stop. So when I come under here, okay, she comes down and she clubs my head, right? And a lot of people will come down and club your head and stop you here. It's important that this arm doesn't get stuck somewhere, that it stays like on a frame on her neck or shoulder, right? Again, this leg's gonna swing, and I wanna pull her hips over her head. See how I'm moving, okay? So then I rotate under, right? Leg goes up, and then it comes right back into the pocket, and then we're right back into the same step that we were before, okay? So that's kind of how I set up my reverse deli hiva. The only other thing that I can tell you, okay, is your matrix is typically right here, okay? I'm just giving you like the most basic things to think about when you're setting it up. It's really important that I constantly figure out how to stretch my opponent out, and I constantly try to figure out how to pull their weight and distribute it off balance, okay? So the big thing is like you get this sweep right here. I see a lot of people, the tripod sweep, right? Where they're hooking the ankle under here, straightening them out. But I want to pull my knee behind her knee, just like this. Okay? So once I get the opening here, okay, and I'm lifting, this is swinging out and hooking. Okay? So she should be stuck here. I can grab the gi, the belt. I have to clear so I don't calf crush her if it's depending on the rank. Alright? I'm going to kick this leg straight and I'm going to come out. And then we're going to go into seatbelt control. Alright? So, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you follow the page, and we'll keep posting videos. Have a great day.